Hey,
Hello, my name is Selena.
and my name's Theoni, and you are listening to Piping Hot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Piping Hot. We are so happy you've joined us again this week.
We are happy you've joined us, and if it sounds like I have a cold, it's because I've been crying for the past hour. So if you thought I was doing well last week, then you'll be happy to know I'm doing even better this week. So
God.
that's really good news.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Life is just the worst sometimes, and I think I feel like I've said this every episode this year, but it's like 2023 is gonna be my year. When? Because
Still waiting.
I'm still waiting because so far it's been actually maybe the worst, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I am just trying to get by at this
Yeah.
moment, you know, just trying to like do the things I need to do and get through the day, and I can always tell, I don't know about you, but I think everyone is different obviously with what affects them, but I know when I'm not doing well, when I start taking every single little thing personally, and like I start beating myself up for everything, because usually I feel like I can sustain myself by like letting things go.
Yes,
but like
I know.
when I'm not in a good space, it's just like everything is like a big deal. And so it just gets so overwhelming, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, even you just describing that sounds so overwhelming. It's almost like you have the whole world on your shoulders.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it literally like keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavier.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So like we said, last week, this is a therapy podcast, so
It is. Welcome. Sorry.
but how have you been?
Good. It's been a really busy, crazy week, but no, it's going good. I can't believe it's already June. Like, what the fuck? Like, when?
No, literally.
Since when? Literally.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm really happy that like summer's here, but I just like definitely want to make the most out of it because winters here in Minnesota are so long. So I'm just like always looking forward to the weekends, and I never want to work. I mean, but that's all the time. I never want to work.
No, literally. When do I ever want to work? Like,
Yeah.
I convince myself I don't even like my job, but I think I do, but I just don't want to do shit ever.
Yeah, no, same.
But then if I have nothing to do, I go crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, I remember what I was going to say before you asked me how I was doing. About the whole, when you know you have a bad day, when I know I have a bad day is when I start getting really angry in my head at scenarios that I've created. And I get mad at people, but I'm like, wait a second, they didn't even say
do
that.
anything.
Yes, it's
because
horrible.
It's almost like, because you know that it's like, I don't know if it's like this for you, but it's such a real thing that could happen, or like you're anticipating it happening.
Yes.
So it's just like, I'm just going to stay mad because I know you're going to piss me off eventually. So I'm just waiting for you to fulfill that. And then the anger will already be there for me to release on your ass.
Yes, exactly. No, literally, I used to tell my therapist this all the time, where it's like, it was like a safety mechanism for me. And she was like, you know what? I understand that is the way that you protect yourself, but like, you need to also realize that it's not healthy for you to spiral about these scenarios. And I was like, Rebecca, good point, but no. Like,
no, literally.
But no, you're so right, because I need like stuff to say. I need stuff prepared to go.
Exactly, that's what it is. It's like you're preparing for how it's crazy you said that, because I literally just did that earlier during my whole like breakdown I was having when I was crying. Wow, I never even thought of it like that.
Oh my gosh.
I literally had a moment where I've kind of been having a conflict with someone, and I was like, oh, well, if they say this to me, then I'm going to say this. But if they don't say anything, then I'm going to say this, and I'm going to do this. And I'm like, what? Whoa.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened.
Yes, exactly. No, literally, I have a million scenarios in my head for every single person I know. Like, it's honestly unhealthy. Like, what's wrong with you, Selena? Like, you need a chill, like, take a chill pill. You're okay. Like, none of these scenarios have happened.
No.
Like,
Oh my gosh. And the crazy thing is I don't think that's like necessarily an uncommon thing. You know, I think
yeah.
it's, crazy. But yeah, definitely not the healthiest way to deal with things, but it is what it is. We all have our things.
Yes, we do. I was going to say before we began this, but then I saved it, is that I felt like I haven't talked to you in a really long time. But life has just been so crazy for me, and I've been so heads down. But yeah.
I feel like I haven't talked to anybody because you know me. When I'm not doing well, I'm just like, I'm not going to talk to anybody because I don't want to bother them. So, do you know how crazy it is when like...
That's me all the time.
No. Literally, I had a client, I was sitting with a client today, this teen client, and he was telling me, he was like, yeah, it's really hard for me to ask for help because sometimes I don't know what to ask for, and like I have friends I can talk to, but like I don't know when I'm saying too much, and like I don't want to feel like a burden, and I wanted to be like, same bro, like literally like,
you teach me.
No, like literally. I was like, yo, but I can't say that right now because you can't know how I be feeling about things, but like it is crazy like how common people's experiences are. Wow. That got really meta for no reason, but what the fuck?
That's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we haven't talked in a while, but we have our reasons. And it's
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, what?
That we haven't talked in a while, that I'm similar to you in the way where it's like I don't talk to anyone. Like how you're feeling this week is how I feel all the time. Like I never ever talk to anyone. Yeah. Because I feel like it's too much. It's just too much. Which is funny because I literally texted my friend the other day, which you'll laugh about this. I texted her asking where she got her facials here in Minnesota. And I wasn't going to ask her because I thought that was too much. Like, what is wrong with me? I did ask, though. I did.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, but I feel like it's like you just don't want to bother anyone in any way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think when you're like burnt out or you have so much on your mind or you're kind of at your limit, asking anything from anyone feels like too much because it's like if anyone asks anything for you, you're like, I don't know if I could add more to my plate right now, honestly.
Yeah, you know? No, but that's so true though, and honestly, like it's valid too. Like you don't have to. It's okay to say no as well.
That's why I've tried to learn to be better about like asking people about things or like being like, yo, are you free to like chat, or like I'm not doing well. I mean, every once in a while I'll call people like in tears, but you know.
Yeah. You know what? I hope after this you pour yourself a glass of wine because you deserve it.
I ran out.
Then run out to the liquor store.
No, I was literally thinking about it. I was like, I could run out and either go get Cane's or go get liquor, or I could go get both. Yeah, you're
you
like, girl,
both.
why are you even playing right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a good plan. What are you going to do the rest of the night?
The NBA Finals is tonight, so nice. Jack and I are going to watch that. But honestly, just like chill. Like I haven't been writing because my beta reader has been reading it, which is crazy because guess what? She finished the book today. She started it last week. That was
so fast.
Right? It honestly makes me a little self-conscious that she finished it so fast, where I'm like, oh, was it not good that you had 0 comments? Or are you like,
okay, let's reframe this. On the other end, maybe she went through it so fast because she was so eager to figure out how it finished it. Like, and how, because she was so into it. How many,
I guess.
When we read books fast, it's always because it's good. It's never because it's bad.
You're right.
When it's
You're
bad,
right.
we don't want to finish it.
You're right.
So, sorry.
I don't know.
It's I understand how you feel.
Yes, I know. I don't know, but you're so right. It's just like I've never had a beta reader that fucking fast before. So it's just like really weird to me to be like, oh, I like don't know if I can like gauge her opinions or like her thoughts because she didn't leave a lot of comments either. So I was like, I don't know. But guess what? It's closer getting to you now.
Bro, when? Just tell me.
Probably another month, honestly. I'm sorry. I literally need like another week off because I can't even look at that stupid manuscript anymore. Like I'm just like I want to throw up
with it in like the past 2 weeks especially. So I don't blame you at all.
Yes. Yeah.
My beta readers are moving very, very slowly.
Okay.
Which is kind of tricky.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how to manage that because I'm at the point where I just want to be done with the revision, read through it one more time on my own, and then figure out what to do with it. So
yeah. How many beta readers do you have right now? Is it 2?
Yeah, there's like 2 going at one time, and then I'm going to have 1 more.
Oh, got it. Oh my God, wait, the 2 beta readers are still going?
Yep.
Okay, that's kind of long. I'm sorry, that's kind of long.
I know. I think I'm going to reach out to them and be like, yo, can you finish it by this date? If not, then I'm going to move on because...
Yeah, just be like, hey, like, I'm on a timeline. Is this feasible on your end? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, I hope that goes well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are you drinking today? I see your cup in your hand.
Yes, I am drinking my lemon ginger tea.
Nice.
Before I said it was lemon garlic, it's not. It's lemon ginger. You should know by now that I don't know the names of my teas.
Yeah.
So, it has like probiotics, so I'm trying to drink this more often, which I'll get into more when we talk about what we're consuming. So.
I thought when you said like probiotics, I thought like when you started that sentence, I thought you were going to be like, yeah, so I can try to poop. Like that's what I thought.
I mean, that too.
Yeah. I wish I had that problem. I need something that's going to make me poop less. Anyways, TMI. Wow. I'm drinking water. Very exciting. Yeah.
Good.
So I was just like, I can't be bothered to make anything else right now. So
no,
here
that's
we
fine.
are.
Is it like really hot over in Boston?
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
Okay, same.
The thermostat in my room says 81, but it doesn't feel like it's 81.
Oh my gosh, that is way too hot.
Yeah.
Today it was 88.
Dang.
So, yeah, no, it's getting so freaking hot in Minnesota. Where I'm like, okay, you can pull back now. Like, it's a little too much now. Because it's just sticky and gross. Mm-hmm. So.
Rude.
Yeah.
Rude.
Do we have any other life updates?
Not a one.
All right, so what are you reading, watching, listening, consuming?
I haven't read anything since we finished The Serpent and the Wings of Night,
okay.
which I think we can briefly talk about here. Everyone on TikTok was saying, because I don't think we did last week, but everyone on TikTok is saying, like, that book was really good, like, it'll cure your ACOTAR hangover, and I just completely disagree. Like, it was a fine book. There were some fun parts, but, like, I just don't think it even compares to, like, not even remotely, even the romance parts. Like, I think because I had such high expectations from what I heard, it was just such a big letdown, whereas if I had read it with no expectations, maybe I might feel less intensely.
Yeah.
But it definitely was not my fave.
It's funny because after we finished it, I went onto Goodreads and I read all of the reviews, and it's crazy how delusional people can be. Like, they were like, this was so much fun, and it was so blah, 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 and the romance was so hot and blah. I'm like, what romance? What world building? Like, what were you so wowed about? Like, I have no clue. Like, did we read the same book? Clearly not.
No, I'm not convinced that we did, because I just don't understand.
I don't either. What? Honestly, I still stand by that I will take From Blood and Ash over Serpent and the Wings of Night.
Oh, I 100% agree. Yeah. Because, like, there was tension from, like, the first chapter.
Yes!
You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. We read it, we experienced it, and it's fine.
Yeah, that's it. But next up on my list, I'm going to read The Nanny by Lana Ferguson.
Nice.
That was one of the books my mom got me when she was here visiting, and she has no idea how much sex is in that book, so I love that. She has no idea. She has no idea. But what have you been reading / what are you reading next?
Yeah, so I'm still listening to the audiobook Gideon the Ninth, which has been great. And then I actually started reading, after we finished Serpent and the Wings of Night, I started reading A Far Wilder Magic by Alison Saft, which is a young adult fantasy. And it's really interesting. It's like low, very low fantasy. Like I expected it to be like higher fantasy, like something like ACOTAR, or even like Throne of Glass, where it's like in a land with like so much magic and all of this stuff. But it is like so low fantasy that I'm like, oh, interesting. There's like not a lot of magic. It takes place in like our world with like modern technology and all of that stuff. So it's been interesting like adjusting to it, but the author has done a really good job at world building, which Carissa didn't know a single fucking thing in Serpent and the Wings of Night. So it's been nice to read something that has world building in it.
No, absolutely. No, it is, because you don't even realize how big of a difference it makes until it's not there.
Yes. No, seriously. Honestly. But yeah, so that's what I'm reading. I'm just taking it slow. Like I am just chilling right now.
I get you, girl. Oh goodness.
What are you watching?
I've still been watching a lot of Shark Tank, and then
Nice.
I'm gonna watch the newest episode of the Kardashians tonight, I think.
So I've been like conflicted. I don't know if I should watch it anymore or not. I don't know. I feel like I'm just like not invested anymore.
Fair enough.
But I don't know. So tell me how it is. How many episodes are out right now?
I think the second one literally just came out today or yesterday. So
got it. Okay.
You haven't missed much so far. I mean, again, if you're not invested, that's okay. But for me, it's just like such an easy watch. And it's kind of like I can just escape and worry about their drama and not my own. So like, who cares? It's just like Shark Tank. Like, I think I've just so not been in the mood to read anything that makes me think a lot.
Yeah, no.
So
that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
And another way that I can tell that I haven't been doing well is like on Shark Tank, my favorite part of it is when like Mr. Wonderful will ream people's asses out.
Oh.
I love it. I think it's the funniest thing ever. And I shouldn't laugh at other people's misery because like that's a super intimidating environment, but I think that shit is so funny.
We are so different because I will laugh regardless if I'm in a good or a bad mood. Like I don't like when Mr. Wonderful gets on the numbers and he realizes they don't make sense and then he rips them apart. I'm like, yeah, you do that. You do. No, they didn't come prepared at all.
No. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's so funny.
Yeah. No, I honestly love it. So.
But what have you been watching? I know you've been watching basketball.
Yes, I have been watching basketball. You know what I did? I finished season 2 of Bridgerton.
Wasn't it just the best?
Honestly, the second rewatch is even better. No, like I forgot how amazing it was.
No, literally. I felt the exact same way after I finished my rewatch and after having watched Queen Charlotte.
Oh, yes.
It makes it even better. Like, yes. I don't know how to describe it.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy because when the scene at Edwina's like wedding and King Charles comes in, I cried during that scene
King
because
Charles?
Now I
You mean King George?
King George. Okay. Sorry.
It's not Farmer Charles, Selena.
Farmer Charles. It doesn't have the ring to it, unfortunately. Farmer George. Doesn't. But when that scene happened, I bawled my eyes out because I now knew the context, and I'm like, this scene hits so much more different now that I've watched Queen Charlotte. Like, it's so good. They did Edwina dirty. Anthony is such a simp and a liar, and I hate him. And Kate was just trying to protect Edwina. Okay?
You're not wrong about anything you just said.
I still stand by those facts.
Same here, girl. Same here.
Also, Colin was annoying as fuck. I forgot that he, with cousin Jack, when they did the deal, and he was like, who was that guy who was like trying to warn Colin that like he's a swindler or whatever?
The
Mondrick, right?
Mondrick, yeah.
Yeah. And Colin was like, sir, he is like very credible or whatever, and in their own gentleman's club. And I'm like, Colin, sit down. You are getting swindled out of money, and it's literally cringe. I
But
can't.
then remember, he stood up to them in the end.
I guess he did.
I don't know.
And then he proceeded,
okay.
literally in the same episode, 10 minutes later, saying shit about Penelope. Whatever.
I understand. I think you just need to relax and give him a chance.
I know.
Okay?
I know. I really hope he grows, because honestly, watching season 2, I was like, wow, you suck.
Well, I think they set him up for that, though, because the first season, he was literally just simping over Marina for no reason and had, like, no character. And then this one, I feel like they broke him down so much, and, like, of him trying to find his identity and find something important to him, that I think they're setting him up to be able to grow. So, but again, they broke him down so much that if they don't build him up in a way that makes sense, no one's gonna like him.
I know,
and
exactly.
I won't blame them.
Yes, because he's gone so far. At least for me, he's gone so far, especially with what he said about Penelope, where I was like, dude, like, yes, you did good by bringing all of the men over to Mondrick's Gentleman's Club, right? And now that's thriving. Like, that's great. Thank you, Colin. But honestly, like, why would you say that about Penelope? Like, it's like he wins me over in some places, and other places he's like nothing.
Yep, I know.
So I hope at least that, like, there's character growth in all of the areas when it comes to his season. So
100%.
Yes. And then Eloise and Theo are amazing, but yeah.
Theo.
I know, I love Theo. I forgot how much I love him.
Oh my god, I literally, okay, we gotta move on.
I'm sorry, okay. I finished that, and then I started rewatching Legend of Korra. Like, just on a whim, I've been watching it in the background while I work. And then, so it's just been nice rewatching it, and I just, like, I love that show so much, and it's such a comfort to me, so.
Nice. I feel like that's, like, such a perfect choice for you right now when, like, you've been so busy. It's like, it's good to just have something that feels comforting, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what are you listening to?
Honestly, nothing particularly new. Last night, do you want to hear the different playlists I was listening to while I made dinner? Let me just read what they're called.
Please.
Just chill, sad mix. Sad but chill. Sad songs. Lonely, sad mix. So, that's
Girl, are you okay? Oh my gosh.
This is what I said. I told you. Your girl is not great. But I've been trying to listen to my 2023 mood board playlist to try to build myself back up. But
honestly, that playlist slaps, girl.
Thank you so much.
It's so good.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But no, I haven't been listening to anything particularly new, but I have been vibing with I'm Not Here to Make Friends by Sam Smith and Calvin Harris and Jesse Rice lately.
Yes.
Like, that song really slaps.
It's
and I
so
feel
good.
like it's a good vibe going into summer. So
yeah.
What have you been listening to?
I am listening to the album Lover by Taylor Swift.
Oh my god, you're just going back through the eras.
I know I am. Like, what is wrong with me? But no, there's nothing wrong with me because I get to see Miss Swift herself this month, which is literally so insane to say.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
How has time passed that quickly? Like, I remember sitting on Ticketmaster for 9 fucking hours, and now I get to see her this month. So, I mean...
Wow. That's gonna be incredible, dude. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited.
Nice.
All right, and what are you consuming?
I've made a couple of healthier meals for myself lately, which I'm actually proud about. So I made this, like, salmon and asparagus foil. So basically, like, you put it in one foil and then you eat it. So I just, like, I did some asparagus just with, like, some Parmesan on it. And then I put, like, the salmon on top, and we have this, like, chili lime seasoning. So I did that and a little lemon. So I had that, which was really good. And then I also made some grilled peppers and chicken with the chili lime seasoning and jasmine rice. So those have been, like, my 2 meals this week. So really easy meals, but they're really good. And I feel like it was a good reminder that like I can eat healthy food without having to put a shit ton of work into cooking.
Yes,
and that's exactly what I need to do because I hate cooking.
Yeah.
So
No.
yeah,
Honestly, same. Very good. That's awesome.
yeah. I did eat 3 Twix ice cream bars in one day though the other day. So are we doing well? I don't know.
It balances out, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No, exactly. I ate a vegetable, so I get 3 ice cream bars.
Yes, you do.
Yep, that's
Yes,
a
you
ratio
do.
I believe in. Cheers.
I live for that ratio. Really.
Thank you. What have you been consuming?
It's funny that you say you've been eating healthy because I've been eating healthy too.
Good for you.
Yeah, like I'm back. I need to get out of that slump, which I feel like I've been in that slump for so long now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Selena, it's time to stop. Let's actually cook something and eat it and make sure it's healthy. So what have I been making? Oh, I've just been having like a sandwich for lunch, but then for dinners I've been having like rice with shrimp and broccoli.
Okay, nice.
So I mean, like simple but like high in protein.
Yeah.
Super easy to cook. And it fills me up. Like that's the most important thing because it like I make dinners so small that like I'm always hungry and I'm like I can't be eating like 12 meals a day. Like that is not a thing.
Yeah. No, 100%. And it's so, I forget who I was talking. Oh, I think I was talking to my aunt about this the other day. We were just talking about how like growing up, we never learned about like what actual nutritious food is and like what foods have protein and it's going to fill you up. It was all about like a portion size here or this and that, but like you can have portions of things that aren't going to fill you up and you're still going to be hungry. Like there's no like nutrition like food education, and I feel like that would be so huge. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing.
No, you're so right though, because it honestly would make my life so much easier. So
100%.
But then I went out to work today with some coworkers. We were out off site and we got lunch paid for, so I had pasta today.
Yum.
Not really a cheat date because there are no cheat dates. Whatever I want to eat, I'm gonna like feel good about it. I don't want to shame myself, but I had pasta and it was so good.
Yum. Where is it from?
Crave. Yeah.
I love Crave. Wow.
Yeah.
I miss Crave. I want the sushi. Yo.
Let's go when you come back because I do love their sushi.
We should. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, pop culture.
Yes, I only have like 2 things.
Me too.
Wow, magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. I think we talked about Robert De Niro having a baby last week. I just added this one to my list. Now Al Pacino, who's even older than Robert De Niro, is having a baby.
I did see that.
With a younger woman who's 29.
I know.
I don't care. That's fucked up. Sorry. Like, shame me. I don't care.
Why?
No. Why? I just, even me thinking mentally, that girl is 4 years older than me.
I know.
So let's think about someone who's 4 years older or younger than Robert De Niro to make the ratio right. So that would be a 78-year-old man.
No.
Selena, if I came up to you and said, I'm dating a 78-year-old man.
No.
You would...
I would slap you. That's what I would do.
I would deserve it. That's messed up.
Honestly, when I saw that headline, I was like, I'm just gonna look away. This is none of my business. Have you seen that trend on TikTok where like people list things that are none of their business?
No.
And it's like really funny stuff. It's like there's this trend, and like there was this one girl who's saying like, oh, none of my business, like the Pythagorean theorem, like I don't need to know what that is. or she was like the moon landing, she's like, that's none of my business, I don't need to know what happened. Like
that's hilarious,
right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like this whole baby thing, none of my business. Absolutely not.
That's hilarious. Oh goodness. Yeah, so that's my first one, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Okay. My first one is that we got a release date for The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2.
Nice.
It's coming July 14th, and I'm so excited. I think it's going to be pretty similar to the way that Daisy Jones and the Six was released, where it's like they're gonna do like the first 3 and then do more each following week, which I mean, like, I'm fine with, but I would love to just binge it all because I need to know. So
what happens? Yeah.
Yes.
No, I get you.
So I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
I know. I'm really excited too. I really did love that show. It's just like such an easy, like fun, cute watch, you know?
Yes, like it's just like so summery, so young love, so high school. Like it's just so love it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I heard this and I'm pretty sure it's true. Spider-Man 4. A 4th Spider-Man movie is officially in the works with Tom Holland and
Zendaya with mom and dad.
But like we're gonna have to watch them not know each other, I'm sure.
You're right. But I mean, I think at that point, like, we should be in whatever fucking phase that we're in and have people remember him or something. I feel like
there's gotta be somebody who knows.
Yes.
Well, didn't they say, like, wasn't Bruce up in the space when that happened or something? So maybe
no, I thought
or no, someone was up in space.
Oh, Nick Fury was in space.
Oh yeah, so maybe he'll remember.
Yes.
I don't know, but that's gonna be hard, and I bet they'll introduce like Gwen Stacy as well, and I'm not gonna want to watch him with some other hoe. Like what?
When Zendaya is literally right there.
No, literally. Like, who do you think you are? By
Yeah. I mean, I hope that at least for this 4th movie, they, like, resolve the whole memory thing. Because if they end it on another cliffhanger like that where no one else...
be able to survive.
Me neither. Literally,
Truly.
me neither.
No.
Yeah.
Can't. So.
That reminds me, have you seen the rumors for the Fantastic Four cast?
No, but there's always rumors.
I know.
What are these rumors now?
So, what was his name? So, people are saying Sue Storm is actually the lady of the hour, Margot Robbie.
Interesting. Okay, I could see that.
And then, oh crap. Okay, let me find the TikTok.
Okay.
Because they're really good people. Like, Daveed Diggs was someone.
Was he Johnny Storm or
no? The other, not Johnny Storm.
Reed.
No, someone else's Reed, which I'll get
Rock,
to it. Who's
the Rock guy?
Yes.
I don't know what his name is.
What's his name? Yeah. Daveed Diggs for him, which actually, honestly, I could see that. I love Daveed Diggs, and I think he really does have range.
That'll be so interesting.
Yeah, right?
I haven't seen him in something like that.
Yeah. Reed, you were saying, right? That's like the main guy.
Yep.
Of
Mr. Elastic or whatever the heck. Yeah.
Do you want to guess who the rumors are about?
Mm-mm.
Adam Driver.
I hate everything about that. Sorry. No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I just don't love him as an actor. I think he's a good actor. I just don't personally like him. Sorry.
Okay. You can have that opinion.
Thank you. I will.
You are entitled to that opinion. Because I really like Adam Driver. And then Johnny Storm, right? Mm-hmm. That's the other guy. Is, what's his name? Paul Mescal? I don't know who that is.
Oh, I've heard of him. I think a lot of people like him.
Yes, his like face is recognizable, but I don't think I've ever watched anything with him in it.
I definitely haven't, yeah.
Yeah, like I could see it.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Those are the rumors. I didn't add that, but I should have added that.
All right. The last one that I have, Kim Cattrall is coming back to Sex in the City, or the new one, and Just Like That.
I saw that, which is crazy because she said when the show first like aired that she would never ever come back.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued, like, why now?
She got to cut a check.
Oh, probably.
I'm sure.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm intrigued to see like what that'll entail and like what it will look like. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah. And then the only other thing that I have, which I talked about last week, but the Midnight's Till Dawn edition was released. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it was fine. Like, Miss Swift is just trying to make her money, and she's trying to hustle, and I'll give her that, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay? Get your bag. But was it necessary? No, it was not necessary.
Fair enough.
Except the vault songs that she released. That's all that was necessary. So
fair enough. So Selena, do you want to tell everyone what we're talking about today?
Yes. So today we are doing another celebrity deep dive, and we are talking about Margot Robbie, who I had mentioned earlier. So I feel like she's having her moment, and she's gonna have another moment come July.
I think so too. I mean, I feel like, and we'll talk about this too, but I feel like she became so huge with like Harley Quinn, and then now there's this, and so, or like the Barbie movie coming up. So I think she's very current. I will say, comparing to our last celebrity deep dive, I feel like her and Pedro Pascal are similar in the fact where there is no dirt on them.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
I think we're just picking boring ass celebrities to talk about, but like, which good for them, honestly. Like we said with Pedro Pascal, like I like seeing people who are like seemingly good people and just straightforward people like getting recognition and stuff like that. But again, even like just
like one thing. Give me one thing.
Literally, just give me one gossip. Just give me a gossip, you know?
So, starting off, Margot Elise Robbie was born on July 2nd, 1990, which makes her 32 years old. I forgot that she was that young.
I know,
like,
me too.
It's crazy because I think I've known her for so long that I forget that she's that young. And I'm like, oh, you're only 32?
Exactly. And it's not even that she looks old. It's just because I feel like she's been a staple for a while. So I just assumed she was older.
Literally. Exactly. Because I've seen and known her for so long where it's like, oh, I feel like you should have been older, but not really. But also, yes, because you've been such a staple in like almost everything. So
literally.
She was born in Dalby, Queensland, Australia, and she is the second youngest of 4. So her older siblings, Anya and Lachlan, and younger brother, Cameron. And her parents separated when she was 5, and she spent most of her time with her mom and had minimal contact with her dad. And her family spent the majority of her upbringing on her grandparents' farm, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. I think that's always cool just to hear someone come from like very just like normal beginnings, you know? We love a non-nepo baby every once in a while.
I know, yeah. And then she was enrolled in circus school by her mother, where she excelled in trapeze, like amazing. And she received a certificate at the age of 8. Like this little child. Just like, I know. I feel like trapeze is so confusing to me. Yeah. Don't your shoulders hurt? Like, how does your arm not come out of your socket? Probably. I don't know.
That's what I'd love to know. Anyways.
In high school, Robbie studied drama at Somerset College, and then after graduation, she had a few commercials and independent films under her belt. She then relocated to Melbourne to begin acting professionally. But yeah, so that's kind of the way that she got into her career, from like her childhood to her career. So
yeah, no, I think very interesting, just very normal upbringing. And I feel like she's one of those celebrities where it's like, again, just normal. Like even the way that like her career built felt very like organic. Just like, it's not like she had a crazy whatever. I mean, there is one little story that's a little crazy, but but yeah, do we want to go into her career?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So her first acting roles were in a couple of like thriller films in high school, which I thought was interesting that she started in high school. But I was a little confused when I was like reading up on her if like she was in high school while she was in college, or like if she graduated from high school early and started college. I was very confused by that.
So here's the thing, is college the same thing in Australia that it is here? Because college in France, because I took French, college in France is not college like here. That's like university. College in France is like high school technically.
Okay, so maybe that's the confusion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I read it, because I was like, oh, does she ever go to university? Like, it seems like it was a college, but I was like, okay, wait, maybe they're two different things. So
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then I guess her first like bigger break was in the soap opera back in Australia called Neighbours.
Yeah.
And basically what happened is she had called like the company or whatever and had somehow gotten through to the casting director, described herself. They told her to come in for an audition and it kind of just worked out. So that was like a huge streak of luck for her, which I think is really cool.
That's called shooting your shot.
No,
honestly.
literally.
Like,
You gotta respect the hustle.
Yes, no, that's so amazing. Like, honestly, I would be so nervous to do that. Like, constantly calling. I'd feel so insecure. But she was like, no, I'm gonna get on the soap opera. And
Like,
then she
why
did.
not?
Yes!
That's crazy. That's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then I think kind of shortly after that, she moved to the US.
Yes.
And she got her first like role in a TV show on Pan Am, which I had actually never heard of.
It's so funny because I watched that show.
You did?
Yes, because I was so excited for it, because I was on my like ABC kick and Pan Am was on ABC, and I was like, I saw this new show about these stewardess for this airline, and I was like, oh my God, that is up my alley. I watched it. I didn't even know it was her. It was until years later where I realized the blonde girl in Pan Am was Margot Robbie, and I was like, what the heck? This is so weird.
That's wild. I honestly had no idea.
It was a good show.
Okay.
I liked it. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Sorry, I burped a little. And then this is one thing I had no idea. I had to go back and look. Her first film role was in About Time, which is the romantic comedy, or it's more of like a romantic drama to me.
Yes.
Because it gets you in the feels.
It does.
But with Rachel McAdams.
I didn't know that either.
Didn't know it was her. It's like now thinking about it, I'm like, oh, it was her. But
Who
I didn't
is
even
she? I'm
process.
gonna Google it.
I think she was the main guy's like high school sweetheart or whatever, or like ex-girlfriend that was there, kind of.
Oh, that is her. Oh my
Yeah.
God, how did I not know?
No, literally.
That's crazy.
But again, I feel like it was before she was like huge and like hugely recognizable. So.
Oh, that is so her. Yeah. What the heck? Yeah, no, because I love that movie.
No, me too. So I might need to go back and watch it sometime soon.
Same.
I have that her first like big role, like film role, was in Wolf of Wall Street. It's crazy to have your first big film role opposite Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, when you have someone so recognizable and so like highly thought of in the acting world, that's like you really have to hold your own. And so I feel like the fact that she did and did so good in that role like solidified her place, you know.
Yeah, crazy. But also too, I did the calculations, and she was 23 when she got that role.
Whoa.
She was that young, which is, like, if you've seen that movie, crazy. Like,
how long ago was Wolf of Wall Street? I thought it was only like 6 years ago.
It was released in 2013.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Whoa. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm almost positive Wolf of Wall Street was released in 2013. That was 10 years ago.
Let me just check something.
Okay. I'm almost positive it is.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
All right. That's just nuts to me.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Like, that was 10 years ago, but also that she was only 23 in that film. Like, that's crazy to me, which also reminds me of how Dakota Johnson was 23 when she started the first 50 Shades of Grey movie, which blew my mind. Literally blew my mind, because I'm like, you are 23 years old doing this film. Like,
that is wild.
So scary, honestly.
I know.
So scary.
No, it is 100%. Oh, good Lord. So there's that. Then she had her first leading role in Z for Zachariah.
Yep.
Which I had never heard of, or maybe I had, but I don't have any idea what it's about. But
I don't know if I know it. Yeah.
But then in 2016, I feel like is when things like really, really picked up for her, because she was in Legend of Tarzan and she got her Harley Quinn role. And I feel like even though she had her big roles before, I feel like Harley Quinn was the one that really made her well known for whatever reason.
So I look at Margot Robbie's career film in like different eras almost, because like I look at her as first, of course, Wolf of Wall Street, and then Harley Quinn, right? And then I, Tanya, and then now Barbie. Like there's these like waves that she just keeps going, and it's honestly very impressive.
No, and she plays a lot of different roles, I feel like, which, and I feel like I watched an interview of her one time where like people are, which this sounds like such a pretty privileged thing to say, but I totally hear what she means. It's like, because she's just a very like, it's why she's playing Barbie. Like she's very perfect. Like she's a very beautiful person. Like people don't always give like gritty roles to those people because it's like they're almost too pretty or something.
Which I loved why she did I, Tanya then, because that was so gritty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which
Also,
is crazy because I, Tanya was like the year after Harley Quinn.
Yes, like bangers, like just all in a line.
Literally.
I just want to say, you made me remember that the Legend of Tarzan movie exists, and now I'm gonna go watch it because I love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I love that movie so much. And Alexander Skarsgård is Tarzan, which is like mwah, chef's kiss, like the perfect Tarzan ever. And she's like the perfect Jane, and like I'm gonna throw up. Honestly, it's so good. It's literally so good.
Okay,
I'm gonna
now
go
I
watch
feel like
it.
I gotta watch it.
You
What the
have
heck?
to. It's so good.
After I, Tanya in 2017, I feel like her next big one that I know of was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in 2019.
Yeah.
And then now she's in Barbie upcoming this summer, which I am so excited for that movie.
Honestly, I forgot that she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because there were so many big names in that, like Leo and Brad.
Pitt.
Yeah, like it's just like already those two names like were huge. So I feel like Margot was added, but I feel like she was overshadowed by those two guys, which like is fine because they were technically the leads, like you know. So random because it popped up on my TikTok For You page, but she did a film with Will Smith called Focus. And when they were doing all of their press interviews and stuff, there were like rumors that they were in a relationship. And for some reason, it's resurfaced back on my For You page on TikTok.
Interesting.
Of this drama, which literally happened like probably 2014, 2015 or whatever.
Was that when Jada Pinkett was dating that one guy?
I guess I don't know.
That relationship is so confusing to me.
It's very confusing, but it's for some reason that content has come on my TikTok For You page, and it's insane, literally insane. Honestly, coming off of Queen Charlotte with India and Corey, all of the chemistry, it like makes me delusional, like that they're all in a relationship. But I'm like, no, it's not. But I'm like, but
that's how like that's how these rumors start.
Yeah,
it's because the chemistry would be too good.
I know. So that, I don't know why that resurfaced for some reason, but I thought that was interesting. Yeah, right? So weird. I thought this was interesting. Right after Wolf of Wall Street, later after it released, she said that the fame and the attention that movie brought her led her to consider quitting acting, which I did not know.
I had no idea either.
Yeah, but basically I think she had talked to her mom, and her mom was like, like let's stick it out and just keep going. And so she did.
Wow.
And eventually in 2014, she started a production company with her now husband, Tom Ackerley, and their longtime friends, Sophia Kerr and Josie McNamara, called Lucky Champ Entertainment.
Chap.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I have it written correctly in my notes. I just didn't say it right. But they were the same company that did I, Tanya.
And Birds of Prey.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So, which I think is really cool. Also,
it is cool.
Her and her husband are so cute. Like, why are they such a pretty couple?
Because she's pretty. Like, I don't.
She's pretty. Like, they just make sense. I was looking at pictures of them. I'm like, oh my, like, this makes too much sense. Like, that's weird.
Does. Sickening.
Sickening.
I literally can't even look at cute couples anymore. It makes me nauseous. But that's a good lead into her dating history. I really couldn't find much.
Me neither.
When there were rumors that she might have been like dating Alexander Skarsgård in 2016 when they did Legend of Tarzan, but I don't really believe that because I'm pretty sure she got married to her now husband that winter.
Yes, in 2016 or something. Yes, yeah.
Yep. And then the only other dating rumor besides her now husband I found was Henry Aitken, who was in Z for Zachariah with her.
Oh, God.
So
okay.
again, it's always a dating rumors with people they work with. So that is unsurprising to me.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I could not find anything else from her. Same thing with like Pedro Pascal, where it's like
literally,
nothing,
I don't
just
even
rumors, like nothing.
I really like her, and I want to see more of what she's in. And I feel the same way with Pedro Pascal, where it's like I want to watch more of what they're in because I am a fan of them. But again, it is very refreshing to have a celebrity without crazy drama.
Yeah, no, honestly, I love it.
I know. I literally have nothing else to say about her.
I think that was it for me too. No, again, she's just clean record, like just living her best life, making that bag, doing all the projects that she loves. So
good for her.
Yeah, really. All right, Theoni, what is our episode for next week?
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to make you explain it since it was your idea, and I'm not totally understanding what it is.
I was hoping that I could trap you to explain it.
Okay, fine. I'll do my best and you fill in the blanks, okay?
Okay.
So basically, as we talked about earlier in the episode, it's going to be about things that aren't our business. So like Selena gave the examples of like the Pythagorean theorem. It's literally going to just be random shit.
Yeah.
But who doesn't love that?
Yeah. And it's going to be fun. We'll make it fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a lot of things that are not my business, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
No, I feel like too. Or things I just don't care to learn about that I'm like, I'd rather spend my time on other things.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
So.
Good job. That was good.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.